Got Wyoming head coach Mark Branch. Day before NCAA's start, just talk about how the team's looking.
Good. You're always worried at this time of the year of being healthy, and we're pretty healthy after a grind of a long season. I know a lot of teams aren't as fortunate, so that always makes you feel good. Our training's gone well, and I feel like we're rested and ready to go tomorrow. So it's time. We've been waiting on this, and we try to build the excitement instead of anxiety, to just our guys be excited, because this is something you have to go earn, and it takes a season-long year of work to get here. So go reward yourself, and these guys are fired up.
Yeah, one of the most interesting brackets would probably be 141, and Bryce is right there in the mix for potential champion. He's been there before. What do you say to him to motivate him to get back to that?
You don't have to say much, because he's kept things in perspective, and he's not getting overwhelmed, and he looks at this as just another tournament. I mean, we realize the importance of it. He knows the weight class very well. Those guys have all seen each other several times, most of them. But he's just, like I said, he's keeping things in perspective. I haven't noticed anything that I need to jump in there and try to change the way he's thinking. I think he's got the experience and maturity and the attitude. He's kind of that new breed of wrestler that looks at these kind of opportunities as fun. And this is what it's about. So he's not getting like overly amped up, or he's not getting stressed out. So I think you see that more and more at this level of wrestling. Guys are a little bit more loose, I think. 20 years ago, everybody was so serious about everything. You stayed in your room, you stared at the wall, and now it's like, let's just enjoy the experience. And they're walking around and taking pictures with their phones, and it's a change. And I think it helps in those situations, because, like I said, it's an experience. It's not so much of a just that fine focus point. So I think he's in a good position. He's loose, and he's ready to go mentally.
Having already been in the NCAA finals, I think some would still say this is like a breakout year for him, getting some very consistent wins. He's had an awesome season. How have you seen him change, or have you seen him change that brought him to this point? Well,
I was worried about the new rules because he was a guy that scrambled a lot, put himself in those dangerous positions. So we started in the spring, I think, I really pinpointed to him the importance of making the adjustments to these new rules, because he does put himself there, but he's done well to adapt to that. I think that's helped, because he'll still scramble. He still has great scrambling ability, but he has great awareness of where he's at, and he's really made those little fine adjustments. And other than that, I think just he had a really good streak there in the middle of the season, where he hit all those guys out in Reno, and then came back with wrestling Heil in a duel. And I think that was a breakthrough for him, confidence-wise, to have all of it right there together. It was 3 or 4 really hard matches right there, with top 5 guys, and he came out on top. And since then, I think it's just he's been confident and relaxed and wrestling his best.
You got quite a few other guys here this year. Can you just talk about the program and how that's grown? You win Coach of the Year for the Big 12, which is awesome, exciting. Can you just talk about the program and how it's grown since you've been there?
Yeah, I think consistency and belief, and I think Bryce has had gets a lot of credit there, because going to the NCAA finals 2 years ago, I think was a strong message to the guys in our room that you can be successful at that level. We've had a lot of consistency with All-Americans since I've been there, but you want to have that guy in the finals. You want to have that guy challenging for a national championship, because we want to think a little bit bigger than trying to slip in there at 6th, 7th, 8th. So I think that was a strong message to say we can do it. And he came from a program and didn't qualify for the NCAA championships, and then to have that breakthrough, I think, was just a testament to what we're doing. And then it grows around him. And if you notice the last couple of years, that success has really been around him. And you look at, 33, he's at 41. Now you look at it, we're qualifying at 33, 41, 49, 57, 65. They're bunched up there. And then 84. And I think that success rubs off on each other. Those guys are training with each other. And then, like I said, seeing each other succeed and then being a little bit competitive with each other is what they a little bit become, competitors amongst themselves, which has been fun. Because it's fun competition, but they want to out wrestle each other every time we go out there. So they like to go back to the locker room and puff their chest out a little bit about, I maybe did a little bit better than you, Bryce, today. So those have been fun things to watch them develop that.
You mentioned qualifying at 33, Montori Bridges. Can you just talk about his season and what you're expecting to see from him this weekend?
Yeah, he really has been consistent, and we knew he would be tough, but I think we had some surprises there. And the biggest thing that I saw early on is he gained confidence coming off the bottom position. And you really look at young college wrestlers, that's an area a lot struggle with. He was able to figure out some really good things coming off bottom and eliminating, being ridden out, wasting a lot of energy down there. So he's been able to put that energy into his top wrestling and his neutral wrestling. So, he's come along really quick, and he's got a good chance here to be on that podium. And I know he wrestles alongside with Bryce, and I make those guys. I shouldn't even say make, but I've made sure that they continue to train together because I think it's good for both of them. For them to just push each other every day. So they did that naturally. But here in the last month, I've made sure that they're continuing that, whereas maybe some of the other guys, I'm not so much worried about that, but I think they're really good for each other.
Awesome. Last one, Coach. When you guys walk away from here on Saturday, what does Wyoming hope to accomplish?
I mean, we have 6 guys here, and you got to go make your own story. It's not an easy tournament, whether you're seeded first or you're unseeded. It's a battle, and so you want to walk away with multiple All-Americans. If we do that, we're going to put ourselves in a position to be a top 15 or a top 10 team. Who knows? We have guys that are capable of doing it, but we've had a great season, and I just want our guys to have fun and go out and just you have nothing to lose here. Go out and wrestle your best, your hardest, leave it on the mat, as they say, but just go out and enjoy this experience, because this is something you'll look back 20 years from now and you'll remember, fond memories of walking in this arena. So you want to make sure you keep it a great memory in your for the rest of your life and for your kids.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.